How did Lyndon Johnson maneuver the Civil Rights Act of 1964? Imagine a moment when the future of civil rights in America was hanging in the balance. That was the scene in the early 1960s, right after President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Lyndon B. Johnson knew he had to act fast. When Kennedy proposed civil rights legislation, it faced fierce opposition, especially from Southern senators who wanted to keep segregation alive. Johnson, who had a deep understanding of politics, saw an opportunity to push the bill through Congress. He made civil rights a top priority, telling lawmakers that enough talk had gone on and it was time for action. Johnson used his skills as a master negotiator. He worked behind the scenes, talking to leaders from both parties. He knew he needed bipartisan support to pass the bill. Just days before the vote, he personally called Republican leader Charles Halleck, joking and cajoling him to support the legislation. Johnson understood that time was against him. He set a goal to get the bill signed before the July 4th recess, creating a sense of urgency. The fight in the Senate was intense. Southern senators launched a filibuster that lasted 72 days, the longest in Senate history at that time. They tried to block the bill through endless debate and procedural delays. Johnson kept working quietly, rallying support and convincing senators that civil rights were a moral issue that could not be ignored. When the filibuster finally collapsed, the Senate passed the bill on June 19, 1964. The House then approved the Senate version on July 2nd, and Johnson signed the bill into law that very day. The signing ceremony was a powerful moment. Civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. stood beside Johnson, symbolizing unity between the government and the civil rights movement. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 was a sweeping law. It outlawed segregation in public places like hotels, restaurants, and theaters. It banned discrimination in employment and voting practices. It also provided tools for the federal government to enforce school desegregation and protect citizens' rights in public education. Johnson's ability to maneuver the bill into law was no accident. He understood that the moral call for civil rights aligned with political strategy. By working across party lines, maintaining pressure, and capitalizing on the national mood after Kennedy's death, he turned a difficult proposal into a law that changed the nation. This act marked a major step forward in fulfilling the promises of the Constitution and moving toward true equality.